Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. It's hobby blog time. So what have I been up to gaming in the last week? What did I do? I have played my final league match of the regular season in our Blood Bowl Sevens League. My team, High Elves, the Lothern Lions, scraped a 2-all draw, which isn't great, but firmly secures me a playoff place, where I'm either going to be playing probably Amazons or Norse. Probably both going to be quite tough games, to be fair. Probably going to be very tough games, but we'll see how we go. At least we're in the playoffs for a second season, which is fantastic. I'm a little disappointed with my performance to get a 2-2 draw. We're playing against a human team, not any aspersions, shall we say, on my opponent. I just was hoping to get a little bit better scoreline for the last game of the regular season. Get a little bit further up the rankings, but hey, we're in the playoffs. That's all that matters. Yeah, cool. If we get Norse, I have beaten the Norse team before, so we'll see how that goes. Last year, he knocked me out of the playoffs, so victory shall be and vengeance shall be mine. That's the plan. And what I've got coming up this week is I've planned a 1,000 point game of Legions Imperialis. Now, hopefully we're going to get to play the entire game this time, because this will be my first proper game of Legions Imperialis. So I need to work out what forces I'm going to take in my 1,000 points. I'm going to steer away from Titans and Knights and what have you, and just use the Space Marines. I'm going to go for a reasonable mix of tanks and infantry. Hopefully get some jet bikes and land speeders in there, if I can get a little bit of paint on them in time, because I only want to play with them if they're not bare plastic. So looking forward to that on Thursday evening, and also hopefully looking forward to playing a little bit of Dead Man's Hand at some point, which was really sparked my interest again, because a couple of our regulars have been playing it, and just the painted terrain and everything on there. It's more about the spectacle of the game at the moment rather than the actual gameplay, I think, that I'm enjoying. Just making stuff look really cool, table-wise and what have you. So hopefully get to play a little bit of Dead Man's Hand at some point in the not-too-distant future. I've already got minis painted, just need a little bit extra terrain to bring to the table, I think. Excuse me, big sigh. But very little gameplay around outside of in the wargaming space, certainly. Outside of that Blood Bowl game this week, however, have been playing quite a bit of other card game stuff. So Pokémon is super high. We've had Pokémon pre-release this weekend. Very much enjoyed that, even though I didn't do overly well in the Pokemon event. And we did do a Dragons of Tarkir Dragonstorm, draft, Magic the Gathering, Friday Night Magic, and that was also great. I built what I thought was a fantastic dragon deck, and got absolutely trashed. So I didn't come last, but I didn't do particularly well. So that's fine. Enjoyed the games. Had a game of Commander. Did win the game of Commander. That was pretty good at the end of the night. So that was cool. That was cool. And I have been painting a dragon this week. So also pretty good. Somewhere here on my desk. Around. Here we go. Been painting this WizKids Silver Dragon, which at the moment looks a bit chromy silver, but this is my WizKids Silver Dragon. Might look a little bit odd I've been painting that guy. Had that in the drawer for a long time. Thought I'd finally get a bit of paint on him. So he is for the MLG Great Brush Off, or Great MLG Brush Off, which is painting incentive, shall we say. Mrs MLG puts together a video showcase at the end of the month of everybody's submissions. There's no prizes or anything. It's just for fun, just so you can get on and showcase your painting talents. And this dragon is going to be my contribution for the month. And then Mrs MLG, like I say, puts together a fantastic little video showcasing off everybody's work, and we all get to enjoy and applaud each other's successes, which is absolutely awesome. I love it. It's fantastic. And then more tiny Space Marines for me this week, I think, coming up in the not too distant future. And what else? I've got a Pokémon Eevee Super Premium Prismatic Evolutions box set, which I'm going to make a little unboxing video of, an opening video. So we've got that to look forward to over the next couple of days. And there was something else coming up. Looking forward very much to going to the Game Expo at the end of the month. So end of May is the UK Game Expo down in Birmingham at the NEC. Mrs MLG and I are going to be there for a couple of days. If you're around, you might see us bobbling around. We won't have big signs saying like Mr and Mrs MLG or anything, but if you do spot us, please say hello. But and that would be very cool. So we're going to try and take in a few demo games, perhaps, look for some awesome new stuff for the shop, and check out some different things. And I understand there are some seminars and some other things that we might be checking out as well. So that'd be pretty cool. So there you go, a little roundup of what's going on in my hobby world, and then also a little bit of excitement for me because I very much enjoy the game. Horus Heresy from Games Workshop looks like it's getting a finally. The rumours are true. Third edition looks like it's confirmed. So all of the rumours that we've been hearing for a while, this is a bit of a segue, which wasn't very neat at all, was it? But I need to talk about it, really. So all of the rumours that we've been hearing for ages about what's going to be in the box, there's going to be some Saturnine Terminators and some Mark II Armoured Marines and a gun platform thing. So I watch some of the same YouTube channels that other people do and listen to various rumours and look at different places on the internet about what's upcoming, and all of the stuff that's been pictured on the back of the which we'll put it up here somewhere, but the box arts that's been leaked from the back of somebody's car all looks absolutely accurate from what has been described in various places as what is coming up as the box contents for the third edition of Horus Heresy. Now, Games Workshop obviously prepared for this. My personal opinion is that they were totally ready, and the leak is a marketing stunt. That's my thoughts on the matter. But and it's working. I think it's working. But people have come with counter arguments about they've just reacted quickly and they weren't really ready to reveal such a big box set and what have you. But I think this is all coordinated. They've set up the Horus Heresy website where they're analysing little bits of leaks and putting up other sprues and stuff. But sooner or later there will be a large announcement, I should imagine, where they officially show off the contents of the box. But they're just having a little bit of fun with it in the meantime. So, excuse me. I must say I'm not overly excited about the prospect of the big box set. I just want the rule book. I've already got two mostly painted armies. One entirely painted 3,000 point army for Heresy, and another that is about 50% painted, an Alpha Legion force. Already got enough models. Don't particularly need any of the stuff that is photographed in the box, unless the rules are dramatically different and require those new models to be any good. So it's a little bit of a strange one. I'm excited to see what the rules changes are, because there's obviously going to be some rules changes. They're not just going to release a new edition of the box without changing anything. Heard more vague rumours about what changes there may be. Apparently there's some different statistics or something that might be a part of the rules, and changes to reactions and some other bits and pieces. Nothing concrete, just vague statements from people who claim to have seen the book. So and these are like YouTubers and what have you. So I'm not really sure what to expect. I don't know if I like the Terminators. The pictures of the Mark II Marines that we've seen are too grainy for me to make a decision on. But then again, I don't need any more Marines. I don't need a whole other army. I just want the book. As a gamer myself and model enthusiast, I don't know if I can be doing with more models to build. I've already got hundreds of things. I've probably got the best part of another Heresy army unbuilt, stashed in the pile of opportunity as it is, without having to consider adding another big box to the heap. But we'll see. I mean, the pictures of the Saturnine Dreadnought look from the back of the box do look pretty cool, and it looks massive. But I don't know if you can see at the top here, there are 2 Leviathan Dreadnoughts that I've never actually used in a game on the top of these cabinets behind us for my Night Lords. They've never seen the table because I've already got 3K and it works pretty well, and I don't know how I'm going to shoehorn those bad boys in. It's just the way it is. So if I were to end up with a copy of Saturnine, potentially the name of a legitimate new box set, then would I add them to my army? Not quite sure. Yeah, don't know on that one. But we'll put some pictures up. You can have a look at what's going on. The disintegrator guns look a bit nuts. They might work for Alpha Legion. Need some better quality pictures, Games Workshop. Get us some proper non-fuzzy photos of the models that are going to be in your new box set release, please, because it's pretty much guaranteed, unless somebody's done a great Photoshop to make this box look, or fake up the box based on what everybody's been saying we're going to get. But it looks as good as it can be, I think. So there we go. Heresy is coming. They've just announced today. There's another thing. So today is Sunday. Sunday evening. We've passed 6 o'clock. They've just announced what's going to go on pre-order next week, and it is the Space Wolves Army box for 40k. Now this is hotly anticipated. The new Space Wolf range refresh. There's all sorts of juicy little bits and pieces in that box set. Blood Claws, Grey Hunters, Blade Guard type equivalent with giant wolves, a couple of characters, and the updated Codex supplement. It looks fantastic. We have had a priority pre-order interest list set up on the website for quite some time at mightylancergames.co.uk. It has got a lot of sign-ups. So tomorrow morning, Monday morning, when I get to speak to our guy at Games Workshop, will be quite interesting to see how many they're actually going to let us have Space Wolf Army box sets, because we have got a lot of people on the list that want them. So that's going to be fun. That is going to be fun. Hot on the heels of the Tzeentch Thousand Suns box last week, they're going to do Space Wolves this week. So 40k non-stop over the past couple of weeks. We've had Death Guard and World Eaters. They had a break for a week. We've had Death Guard and Space Wolves had a break for a week. Soulblight Gravelords for Age of Sigmar. Thousand Suns for 40k. Straight into Space Wolves for 40k. Absolutely wild. I was kind of hoping that we might get a week off again in between large releases, but I think we're heading straight into big release schedule for summer now. So Space Wolves, and then following Space Wolves, we're probably going to end up with some more Old World. Probably get the Beastmen for Old World as the rest of May plays out, and then as we get into June, they'll probably hit us with Cathay for Old World. I think that's coming up quick, and then the Heresy hype train will start somewhere around the start of June. I think that's definitely going to start somewhere around there, and probably based off previous releases, can expect that release will be somewhere in July, probably about the start of the summer holidays, for school holidays, would be my expectation, but we'll have to see how that plays out, won't we? Because I don't actually have any more insider information than anybody else, because Games Workshop play things very close to their chest. So I only get to find out what's going to be on the pre-order thing as a retailer when everybody else does at Sunday tea time on the Warhammer community page, and then we get pricing information on a Monday morning. Pricing information gets sent through on a Monday morning, and so some of the stuff, quite often what happens is when they send that email out on a Sunday tea time, and we get the list of all the screenshots and things of what's going to be available, like we did last week with the Wood Elves. So all of that stuff goes on there, and they go like, oh, Wood Elves, yeah, it's going to be great, you can have this, and you can have War Dancers, and you can have Eagle Riders, and all the other stuff, and it's fantastic, yay, Wood Elves. And then we get the price list through, and then we speak to our trade sale rep, and they go, oh yeah, you can have the Battalion, and you can have the Glade Riders, and you can have the Spearmen, and and you can have that plastic character, but you can't have anything else. No, you can't have any of that. You can't have any of that. You could have some dice and maybe the Arcane Journal, but you can't have any of that other cool stuff. We're keeping all that for ourselves. Thank you very much. it's bonkers. So we'll have to see if we're actually going to get Space Wolf Army sets. We're probably going to get Space Wolf Army sets, but who knows what the release schedule is going to be for the coming weeks and months. I mean, we can guess, because Wood Elves and Beastmen should be the last, or they are the last of the armies from Ravening Hordes, and we know that they've got to get those out in time before they can dump Cathay on us, and it's big hot air balloon craziness, and then we've got an upcoming Heresy release. We know that's coming, and they've got to pump all of this out until we get 40k 11th edition in 2026, because that's when the release schedule should be. Horus Heresy, not Horus Heresy, 40k 11th edition. There you go. I've gone on a little bit of a waffle. I started off talking about hobby things that I've done this week, and then I've got completely distracted on speculating about Games Workshop release schedules. Thought I would struggle to fill 5 minutes. If you've made it this far into the video, 19 minutes and however many seconds, thank you very much. Hopefully some of what I've talked about is in part entertaining to you. If you have enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe on the video and the YouTube channels, Mighty Lancer Games. That would be excellent. Thank you very much. Please join us again in the not too distant future for another hobby related video from myself, Mr MLG. Also, over the next few days, I shall be creating the Super Premium Collection Unboxing Prismatic Evolutions video. which hopefully should be pretty cool, and we're going to get some awesome hits. Somebody has told me that out of their super premium box they got a special illustration rare Cerulege, which is pretty spicy hit. I've opened no special illustration rares out of any Prismatic Evolutions packs that I've opened at all, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get something cool. Trying to master the Prismatic Evolution set, which is a crazy decision, but I have traded into a lot of the cards, so that is pretty handy. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed the video and listening to me waffle, and join me again in the not too distant future. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.